Hi, you're here sewing with Cody, and in today's video I'm going to go over one of the things with the Bernina 475, and this should also apply to the 480. As most of y'all know, the Bernina 475 is one of my absolute favorite little machines. I'll sew on this one over some of the bigger ones just because it's just a perfect size, perfect amount of features, things that everyone just uses on a regular basis or should use on a regular basis. And one of those features is the automatic thread cutter. So this is the first Bernina in the series of machines that has the automatic thread cutter. So most of our machines that had the automatic thread cutter with this B9, the Bernina B9 hook, had the foot that automatically lifted up once you cut the thread. However, with the Bernina 475, we still have the manual foot release. So with this, one thing you have to be cautious of, and I'm notorious for doing this because I'm very quick in everything that I do, just because I'm always 10 steps ahead. So when you press the automatic thread cutter, the screen will have a little wheel that's turning while it's cutting the thread, and once it completes cutting, then you can raise the foot up. You should not raise the foot up until the screen goes back to your sewing screen like what you see here, because it will freeze up the machine and you have to turn it off and turn it back on in order to reset it. So what I'm talking about is, so when we press our automatic thread cutter, we'll see the little hourglass appear, and so many times, as quick as that was, so many times I press the thread cutter and it's still in the process of cutting the thread while I'm lifting up the foot, and that completely freezes up the machine. So when you do hit the thread cutter, just make sure this screen is gone and back to this screen before you actually raise the foot up, because it will freeze it. Let me see if I can get it to do it. Oh, it didn't do it that time. It doesn't do it every time, but there have been many cases, and Bernina has brought it up to the dealer's attention to make sure that before you release the presser foot and bring it back up, that you wait for that little hourglass to go away, because the machine is notorious for freezing up in that case. Otherwise, there's absolutely no issue with the thread cutter, and the thread cutter is absolutely amazing on this wonderful Bernina 475. All right, hopefully that answers anybody's questions about the automatic thread cutter on the Bernina 475 and the 480 when it comes to freezing up. All right, well, happy sewing.